Howdy folks, welcome back. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. I'm going to do a review on the U69 now that I've got it again. I haven't played this boat in many months. And they've been buffed heavily, so I want to see. This Mitsuki is not having a good game. I featured him in my tips and tricks. Ended up killing him. So, what's to like about U69? Well, all the submarines look to be OP, overpowered. What works and what doesn't. So the tactics basically for these submarines I use them for is to physically ping and hide. As I said in another video earlier, destroyers are about the only thing that can really go after you. Maybe their sub. Battleships and aircraft carriers have, in my opinion, no play. And cruisers, sort of, depending on what it's got for armament. My U69 can outrange any Tier 5, Tier 6, and Tier 7 boat ability to actually drop planes on me. So again, it is what it is. But the entire lineup of all the submarines is pretty cool. I do like the way they're set. I do like playing them. They're fun. They're different. They're just a little OP. And, you know, as we get down here, and before I go into the actual specs, the sub, and looking at it, the best way I see to play it is to do it here at periscope depth or on the surface. And basically, you know, just spy. Use them as a very aggressive DD. I wonder how his game's going. New Mexico was next in this game. I got 4 kills in this game. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's start off with my over favorite one, which is the Armour layout. Basically, there is none. Let me put it over here. Hello. Oh, economic bonuses first. Sorry. You can see that I'm actually not really playing economic bonuses. I'm just still trying to learn these things. Armour. She ain't got any. 16 mil, 19, 16, and the top is only 13. You can be penned by anything. So, you're on the surface, even below it in the periscope depth, you're going to get hit. This one comes 11,500 hit points. It's okay. It's not great. She does have one German 88mm gun on it, 4-second reload, and fires 4 kilometers. Nothing to write home about. If you're using your gun, you've gotten yourself into a bad situation. Hydro reload time is 6.5 seconds. Duration of the ping is 25 for one ping. 50 seconds on lasting or affects the ping if you get a double ping in one area. And that is deadly with these boats. You can launch torpedoes around islands like I just did before that, and you can go after them. Ping velocity, 500 meters per second. Most shell velocity is over 700, so it's a little bit slower than a shell. Maximum range for that in torpedoes is 11.5 kilometers. And there's torpedoes. In this case, I've got 4 launchers, single launchers in the front, and I've got one in the stern and the tube in the back. 11.5 kilometers, and there's 73 knots. They bug you pretty quick. Dive capacity, I'm not sure how the units thing work here, but it's 230 units, which kind of means nothing to me. What I'm really interested in the diving itself is how fast can it go underwater? How many meters per second can it go under? So when you go into maneuverability, I'll get to that in a minute. 28.4 knots, tight turning circle, and the rudder shift's great. Underwater maneuverability, 13.6 knots. You do go slower. Diving plane shift time 9.9 seconds. But 2.7 meters per second. She can dive pretty quick and surface. It's the diving that counts. Usually when you screw up. Now, detectability when she's on the surface is 5.7 when she's at periscope depth, 2.1 kilometers, and mutual detection is 2 kilometers. Detection by air is only 2.1 as well. So the aircraft carriers won't see unless they fly right over you. For me, I gear my boat, everything for the tools. So right off the bat, I use sonar modification. This increases the sonar ping from becoming incapacitated or sonar repair time. You need that a lot. Engine room, pretty typical for me, engine room protection, because you do get hit and you are made of paper mache. Dive capacity modification. This allows me to recharge the rate an extra 10% when I'm on the surface. Next one is the submarine steering gears. I want to make sure that I don't lose my steering. Especially if you're going to dive, you could have a problem real quick, or surfacing rather, and come up by accident. Straight up, we talked about torpedoes at 11.5 kilometers, 73 knots. They don't do a lot of damage, but they do damage. Sonar, again, we talked about. She comes through damage control. Now, here's the first one, hydrophone. This is ship's bearing, 7 kilometers. It's sonar. You can see ships upwards of 7 kilometers away. It's the best hydro in the game. No ship comes close, not even the German line of battleships. Now, the submarine one is 9 kilometers. You can see a submarine underwater up to 9 kilometers away. Holy cow, can you launch torpedoes and do damage, which I have used a lot. This one is the reserve battery unit. It lasts for 33 seconds. As long as you have like 1 second left, you can stay underwater for an extra 33 seconds. It doesn't restore on the surface at all, and it takes time, so use it sparingly. These are the flags I take for the submarine. Now we're going to go over and see my friend Mr. Luntons. Let me just move my... Hello. There we go. Submarine straight up. What do I take? Again, to help the system. Enhanced sonar. An extra cooldown time of -10 per seconds. I do want to get my consumables back up, so the extra 5% actually does help. I take preventive maintenance because these things can take damage pretty well, and I also take, obviously, last stand like a destroyer. I treat these things like a destroyer. I go hunting, and I think they're fun that way, especially aircraft gears. Consumable enhancement I take as well, so action time is plus 10% on all these, which is great. Then I do take Sonar Experiment, which allows me an extra 25% for my pings, and including twice pings, so I can get over 50 seconds of double ping connectivity. That means my torpedoes will travel the entire length of the 11.5 kilometers before my ping stops, as you saw with that Mitsuki I did. Then I also take improved battery efficiency. It's an extra 25% of charging on the surface when you're below 50%, because I drain my batteries pretty low sometimes. And this one, the next one, I just find this fun. You want a speed boost? Holy cow. 18% speed boost. This is hilarious. All right, there's no AA on this because there's no AA. And I love this. The guy tried to twerp me. It went well. Overall, I do love the artwork underneath. I think Wargaming did a great job on this. That's fantastic. I would like to say that, in my opinion, submarines are a lot of fun. I do like them. Again, I gotta say, get rid of the ping. It's too overpowering. They're really, really good for, one, killing carriers, sailing to the back of the map and going after them, which I do a lot of for fun. Two, they're also really good for sniping. So if you're an aggressive player, they're great. You can use these to stand off, protect a cap. You can do a lot of things with it, and using it correctly. It's not just something you can get seen like a ship or an aircraft carrier or whatever. You can hide. And the main thing of this product is to hide and intimidate. If you just sit there and get no points, but you intimidate, and you draw people and push them out of the cap or fire your occasional torpedoes and, scare the crap out of people, it works. I mean, it works a lot. The one thing I will say, if you're worried about damage control, you get higher the tiers. By all means, in this case, fire one or two torpedoes, then wait till you get damage control and fire the other ones right behind it. But again, I like the class. I like the ships. I think it's fun. You notice I'm at 1.7 here, and I'm not even mutual detected yet, because look how deep I am. I can't even see me at the number 3 spot. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, they're really good. I made a bit of a mistake here, so I'm bugging out of here. But overall, I like them. I would love to know your comments down below, what you think of submarines. My point is, these are overpowering. They're much worse than the CB rework. And as far as I'm concerned, there's a lot that needs to be done to them. So, as always, take care, stay safe. As I said before, leave me a comment, and bye for now.